Have you ever been back to a place that stole your heart once before? We have, and this time it's Albania, the pearl of Europe. But is it still as wild, as raw, as unforgettable? Or will returning make it lose its magic? This is Louis and the Rover, destination Albania. This is us, Patrick, Orla and our Labrador Louis. We built our dream Toyota Hilux camper and immediately put it to the test on the original Paris-Dakar route. Now it's time for a new adventure, our overland journey through Europe. We came from North Macedonia. We followed the route south and then to the coast. From the moment we crossed the border, we knew exactly where we wanted to go on our first day. Every turn, every winding mountain road felt familiar, as if it had been waiting for us. As the sun dipped behind the mountains, everything fell into place. We had truly arrived. The first day held the magic we remembered.
Welcome to
Albania!
the Pearl of Europe, and we're gonna show you why.
And Louis was eager to get started too. Though you'll have to stick around to see what he gets up to. The next morning, we finished the trek and headed to the nearest town, dreaming of burek, already imagining how good it would taste. The mountains slowly faded behind us as we drove. And?
No burek, but freshly baked bread.
Okay, also nice. But not as nice as burek.
These mountains, that's Greece. It's the Pindos Mountains. Last year we were there. It's a beautiful area. We're now driving an asphalt route and it has a lot of sharp turns. I think Louis is getting a little bit car sick. So maybe, and you too. So maybe we can find a place in the river where he can swim a bit.
And luckily we found it. Louis was very happy to take a dip. We drove on, exploring an area we hadn't been before. The sun was setting, and we were unsure where we might end up. But just in time, we found the perfect spot. Tucked away as the last light faded. The evening unfolded slowly, but we made sure Louis got his dinner before he got hungry.
Pretty hot, huh?
Yeah, it's very hot.
We didn't have this yet on our Europe trip. But we're coming from North Macedonia, we're crossing all of the mountains. and we're going to the beach, and I'm really excited to just relax on the beach for a few days with these temperatures. I think Louis has the same.
A new day, a new track waiting to be discovered. The mountains stretched out before us, winding roads and rocky trails inviting us forward. It was hot that day, even in the mountains. Every turn brought a new view. Every section, a new challenge.
Yeah, we're done. We did it, I think today we drove for like 6 or 7 hours off-road. It was a pretty long trek, huh?
Yep.
But it was beautiful, and this is what makes Albania so nice. Like driving these kind of tracks in Europe, I don't know any other place you can do it like this. Now we're gonna do another really Albanian thing, food.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Because the food in Albania is amazing. We're gonna show you. So, homemade tzatziki, grilled vegetables,
Yeah.
lentils, and some fresh bread. Traditional mix. I think it's like cheese and stuff.
Yeah.
And this is grilled pork. We have a table full, huh?
Yep.
Let's go.
Enjoy.
So how's the food?
Delicious. Everything is nice. Lentils, tzatziki, the mixed appetizers, everything.
Nice. So I think you already understand now why Albania is such a pearl of a destination. Yeah, Louis is agreeing with me. You have spectacular mountains, and we haven't seen the most beautiful yet. And now we can drive down to the beach and enjoy the Mediterranean Sea for a few days. Life is good here, huh?
Yeah. The sunset spread soft pastel colors across the coast, like a pearl, slowly revealing its hidden glow. It feels like a dream, though, as with all dreams, it won't last. about what's happening?
So there's a forest fire nearby, and you can see all the ash coming down from the air. And the campsite is not really, or the camp owners are not really helpful in this case, because they boxed us totally in with all vehicles. So they're not really nice about it. So for us it feels better to leave, right?
Yeah, we asked if they can leave our exit open, but...
Yeah, they don't want to because they want to earn money, but I can understand.
No, I don't think it's about the money. There are other spaces, but they...
Yeah, well, then we're going. And we find a nice place somewhere in the middle of nature. We asked the camp's owner multiple times, like, can we move or can we switch vehicles, or because we don't really like it. There it goes again. The feeling to being totally blocked in by other vehicles. But yeah, I don't know. They didn't really take us serious, and then they were getting angry that we just wanted to leave without getting paid. So we were like, okay, just leave. I mean, if they're already.
Here's your money, and we want to.
Just leave it. We're also not gonna call camping names or stuff, or not those kind of people, but we're making our own decision, and we now find a beautiful place somewhere in the mountains, and it's okay, right?
We left the mountains and found a quiet spot by the river. The perfect place to cool off after a long day. Louis loved the cold water, though he had no idea the best part was still waiting for him.
Maybe this is a good place to set up camp.
Yeah, it was a quick swim, but I think it's also nice to spend the night here.
But maybe place it a little bit more off the river.
Yeah, we don't know if the river will be...
Yeah. Okay, so let us set it up here, okay? How's the temperature?
Refreshing.
Louis?
That evening, we sat outside, slowing down, being present, and enjoying the moment together. And in the morning, we weren't alone anymore. Louis made some new friends today. It was really fun. 3 girls from the house a couple of minutes from here came up to us, and they played with Louis and had a great time.
Swam together.
And now they just translated this message on my phone. So sweet.
And they gave us really fresh cow milk.
Yes, they. So first, the 2 sisters were here this morning with the sheep, They brought the sheep back home, and then they came back with their older sister, and they brought back some fresh milk for us. So
Amazing.
That's really sweet.
I love raw milk.
Back into the mountains. The roads weren't quite as we remembered. Some washed away, others crumbling at the edges. With a narrow track and a long car, things got interesting fast. Easy?
No.
Sometimes the way forward isn't an option. Time for a quick lunch break. This is what we remembered. The remoteness. The mountains rising like walls around us. Every turn showed something new. Something we hadn't seen before. The dust rising from the road swirled around us as we went down the steep slope. Nice and slow.
Little bit of dust. It's really dry. That's why all the wildfires are in Albania. It's a little bit messy, huh? Eén. 0.
The Albania we remembered became the Albania we saw again.
Ik dacht dat jij wel zin had om een beetje rolletjes te eten.
Ja. Bon appétit.
All burned trees, huh?
Yeah, so sad.
Still smoking. We were on our way to Tet National Park, and I think it's beautiful there, but we're here in the middle of August, so it's high season in Europe. So we noticed it's really busy, especially Tet National Park, and we're both a little bit tired. So we decided to go to a campsite and relax a little bit. So we're here at Lake Skoder. We're going to a campsite.
When we set out on this journey, we asked ourselves, what it would be like to return to a place that once stole our hearts. Now we know. Albania is the pearl of Europe, a land of rugged mountains, endless coastlines, and welcoming faces. Even when things didn't go as expected, it gave us moments we'll never forget. We close this journey with new memories, holding on to their words. Say yes to life.